everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp message on JotForm submission using Pabbly chat flow. So let's suppose I am running an online business and I am collecting all my potential leads with the help of JotForm. Now I want that whenever there is a new form submission, a message should be automatically sent to my customer. Doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between JotForm and Pabbly Chatflow. So Pabbly Chatflow is a newly launched application of Pabbly which helps us send automated WhatsApp messages to our customer. Now with the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new form submission in my JotForm, automated WhatsApp message will be sent to that customer using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp message on JotForm submission using Pabbly Chatflow. For this, we are going to create automation between JotForm and Pabbly Chatflow with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to send WhatsApp message on JotForm submission using Pabbly Chatflow. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I am going to select this Pabbly Chatflow and click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send WhatsApp message on JotForm submission, which means whenever I will receive new form submission, a WhatsApp message will be sent to that customer, which means whenever I will receive new JotForm submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when there is a new JotForm submission and then action says do this, then send WhatsApp message. So here in my trigger application, I'll be taking JotForm, and then in my action application, I'll be taking Pabbly Chatflow, with the help of which I'll be sending WhatsApp message. So here in my trigger application, I'll take JotForm, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new response. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and JotForm, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my JotForm with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my JotForm account. So this is my JotForm account, and these are the forms which have been created. I am going to use this contact form. For that, I am going to click on this edit form button. And then on the top where I can see all these options, I have to click on this settings, and then on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I am going to click on this integrations. Now over here I can see this webhook, so I am going to open this, and then I have to click on this edit integration. Now I have to provide the webhook URL in this field. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I am going to copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And now after adding this webhook URL, I am going to click on this complete integration. So here the integration is ready. I have successfully added the webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect. And now if I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission. For that, I am going to open that form where I have built this webhook connection, and after the form submission has been done, all these details should be captured in this workflow. Now, if I capture all the details here in this workflow, this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and JotForm, that is successful. So here I am going to open my JotForm and I am going to click on this publish button on the top, and then I am going to copy the link to this form and paste that in a new tab. And I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say, so here I have added my first name as new, last name as user, email address as new368@pabblytudes.com, and this is my phone number. Now I am going to click on this submit, and here I have successfully done this form submission. Now all these details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. Here are all the details that we have just added. The name was new, the last name was user, email address was new368@pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. Now here, as soon as I've done this form submission, I have received all that response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and JotForm, that is successful. And now whenever there will be form submission in this JotForm, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive a new JotForm submission, I want to send WhatsApp message. So to send the WhatsApp message, I am going to take my action application as Pabbly Chatflow. So here in my action application, I am going to take Pabbly Chatflow. And then in my action event, I am going to select the send template message. So now let me open my Pabbly Chatflow account. This is my Pabbly Chatflow dashboard. So Pabbly Chatflow is the newly launched application of Pabbly, which helps us send automated WhatsApp messages to our customers. Now, if you want to create your own Pabbly Chatflow account, you can simply click on this add WhatsApp number, and then you have to provide all these details of your WhatsApp Cloud API, and then you can create this Pabbly Chatflow account. Now, if you want to learn in detail how you can create your own account, you can visit this video tutorial, Pabbly Chatflow, create WhatsApp Cloud API account and configure Pabbly Chatflow. So now here I have already created my account, and now we have to learn how to send WhatsApp messages. So for that, we have to learn how to create a template. Now on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I can see this templates, and here I can see two options, templates list and explore template. If you want to explore some new templates, you can open this, and then if you want to create a template from scratch, you can open this templates list. Now on the top where you can see this add new template, you have to click on this, and then you have to select the template category. Now over here my template category is marketing, and then let's say the template name is leads, and then I have to select my language. Now in this drop down I can find all the language. Here the language is English, I have selected that. Then in the template type, my type is text. If you want to select any other template type, you can select from over here. Now in the template header, let's say the template header is welcome. And then I have to enter the template format. So now over here I need to draft the message in a way that I want to send. So let's say the message is hello, and then I'm going to add the custom variable. So this is the custom variable which will keep changing whenever I will receive a new lead with the name of that lead. So here I have added this custom variable as the name of the lead. Thanks for reaching out. We will get back to you shortly. So here I have drafted the message. If you want to add more custom variable, you can simply put curly braces and then add 2 for the second custom variable, and then close this curly braces, and then you can add the value. Now over here, as I just have one custom variable, I am going to add the value to that field. So let's say the value is demo. Now I do not have any template footer, so for now I am going to skip this, and this is a preview of my message. Welcome, hello, and then the custom variable which will change whenever I will receive the new lead. Thanks for reaching out. We will get back to you shortly. Now after creating this, we simply have to click on the submit. After some hours, your template will be approved, and that template you can use in your workflow. So here I have already created a template. So here this is my template by the name new lead template, and here I have added one custom variable for the name of that lead. Hello. Then a custom variable. Thank you for reaching out. We have received your detail and excited to assist you. Explore our latest collection here, www.example.com. Have questions? Feel free to reply to this message. Best regards. Now I'm going to use this particular template in my workflow. So now that we have to make the connection, let's open my Pabbly Connect. And now that we have selected my action event, I'm simply going to click on this connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter this token. So here it's written, enter the API token here, log into Chartflow account, navigate to settings, then APIs and webhooks, and then copy the API token. So here I'm going to open my Chartflow account on the left hand side where I can see all these options. I'm going to click on the settings, and from this settings, I have to click on this APIs and webhooks. Now under this APIs and webhooks, I'm going to copy this API which I'm provided, and then I have to simply paste that over here. Now after adding this API token, you simply have to click on the save. And here Pabbly Chartflow is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to enter the recipient mobile number. Now I'm not going to enter any of these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now here I have received the response from my jot form, and when I click on this field, I can see this jot form. When I click on this, I can see all the response that I've received from there. Here I need to enter the recipient mobile number. Here I have received the country code and then the phone number. Now I am going to enter both of these. But in the help desk, it is written that I have to enter the phone number without this plus sign. The country code should be there, but the plus sign should not be there. So what I am going to do, I am going to remove this +91, and I am manually going to enter this 91 from over here. So whenever I will receive the response, the number and the country code will be separated. Here I have added the mobile number, and then I have manually entered the country code without the plus sign. So this format will then be valid. Next, I need to enter the template name. In this drop down, I can find all the templates that I have created. Now if I go back to my Pabbly Chartflow, the name of my template was new lead template. So I'm going to open my workflow, and from this drop down, I'm going to select my template as new lead template, this one. Now it has automatically detected the header type, and then I have to enter the header params, media URL, and file name. So these fields are not required ones, so I'm going to skip this. If you require these fields, you can enter following the help desk given below these fields. Now next I need to enter the body parameter. So this is the custom variable which we have added in this template. So here the custom variable was added for the name of the lead. So I'm going to enter the name of the lead by clicking on this field, and then I have to go to this jot form response where I'm going to enter the name of the lead as new user. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now here I have added a dummy phone number. So for now, I am going to remove this phone number, and I am going to add my own WhatsApp number so that I can show you the WhatsApp message that I will receive after the execution of this workflow. So here I am going to add my WhatsApp number. Now that I have added my own phone number, I am simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here we can see that we have received the response, and this response is a positive one. The status is success. Now let me open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received the message there or not. So this is the message that I have received, and you can see that the custom variable has been changed with the name of the lead. Hello new user, thank you for reaching out. We received your details and are excited to assist you. So this is the same exact template. Now that it was my WhatsApp number, I have shown you the WhatsApp message which I have received. If you want to check whether the message has been sent or not, you have to open your Pabbly Chartflow account, and then on the left hand side you have to click on this inbox option. Now here you can see that the message has been sent. You can also check the status of the message sent, delivered, and read. So you can send 2 WhatsApp messages to your customers in 24 hours time interval. If they reply to those 2 messages, you can then send other 2 messages. But if they do not reply, you cannot send messages after that. So now to summarize, we took JotForm as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form and received that form response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to send a WhatsApp message. So we took Pabbly Chartflow as the action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered the mobile number, then selected a template, entered this body parameters with the help of a method called mapping, clicked on the save and send test request button, and received the response as this WhatsApp message being sent to my WhatsApp number automatically and instantly. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between JotForm and Pabbly Chartflow with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.